Hello and welcome to Listen and Speak English Stories podcast. In this podcast, you will listen to a long story made just for you. The story is simple, easy to follow, and full of adventures. You can listen, imagine, and enjoy. Our story begins with a young girl named Emma. Emma was 20 years old. She lived in a small town. She had a dream. Her dream was to speak English well. She wanted to travel. She wanted to meet new people. She wanted to see the world. Every morning, Emma walked to her favorite cafe. She took a notebook and a cup of tea. She wrote new words in English. She looked at the words carefully. She repeated them slowly. Emma liked English. She wanted to feel English in her life. She wanted English to be part of her story. One day, Emma walked outside. The sun was warm. The birds were singing. The town was quiet. She smiled and started her day. Emma decided to go to the park. The park was green and calm. The flowers were colorful. The air was fresh. Emma loved the park. She sat on a bench. She opened her notebook and wrote some words. She wrote about hope. She wrote about dreams. She wrote about courage. She wanted to remember these words every day. Time passed slowly. Emma looked at the people in the park. Children played. Families walked. The wind moved the trees. Emma felt happy. She felt peaceful. Emma knew her journey would not be easy. Learning English takes time. Learning English takes patience. Emma wanted to try every day. She wanted to improve. She wanted to speak confidently. Emma imagined the places she could visit one day. She imagined the people she could meet. She imagined the adventures she could have. She felt excited. The next day, Emma wrote in her notebook, "Today I practice English. I read. I write. I dream. Step by step I will succeed." Emma smiled. She felt ready. She knew that learning English was the beginning of a big adventure. The next morning, Emma woke up early. The sun was rising. The sky was pink and orange. She felt full of energy. She wanted to start the day with new hope. She drank her tea slowly. She looked at the notebook on the table. Today she would write more words. Today she would learn more. Emma left her house and walked down the street. The town was quiet. Few people were outside. She enjoyed the fresh air. The trees moved in the gentle wind. She saw the small shops and the cafe where she liked to sit. Everything looked calm and peaceful. When Emma arrived at the cafe, she sat at her usual table. She opened her notebook. She wrote new words carefully: journey, explore, courage, discover, hope, adventure. She repeated the words quietly. She wanted to remember them. After some time, Emma decided to walk in the park again. The park was bright and sunny. She saw children playing, dogs running, and birds flying. She walked slowly and enjoyed the colors of the flowers and trees. She felt calm and happy. Emma stopped at a bench. She looked around. She thought about her dream. She wanted to speak English fluently. She wanted to travel. She wanted to see new places. She wanted to meet people from different countries. She wanted to experience new things. She took a deep breath. "I can do this," she thought. "Step by step, day by day, I will improve." The days passed. Emma practiced English every morning. She wrote in her notebook. She read simple stories. She listened to English audio. She repeated words and sentences. She was patient. She was determined. She knew that learning a language takes time. One day, Emma walked past the train station. She saw a family with a map. They looked confused. Emma felt a small excitement. She wanted to help. She thought about the words she knew. She thought about her courage. She walked closer and imagined speaking English clearly and slowly. She pointed at the map and imagined guiding them. She felt proud inside. She realized that learning English was not just about reading and writing. It was also about using it in real life. Using it with people. Helping people. Connecting with others. Emma continued walking. She imagined traveling to another city. She imagined taking a train, speaking English with strangers, asking questions and answering questions. She imagined seeing new streets, new buildings, new parks. She imagined discovering the world step by step. Back at home, Emma wrote in her notebook, "Today I learned something important. English is more than words. It is action. It is connection. It is courage. I will practice every day. I will try every day. This is my journey. The next morning, Emma woke up earlier than usual. She drank her tea. She packed her bag. She put her notebook inside. She put a pen and a small bottle of water. She was ready to explore more of her town. She walked to a small street she had never visited before. The street was quiet. The houses were small and colorful. The air smelled fresh. Emma felt curious and excited. She imagined meeting new people. She imagined learning new words. She imagined experiencing new things. As she walked, Emma noticed a small bookstore. The window was full of books. She entered. The smell of books was warm and comforting. She looked at the shelves. She saw books in English. She picked one carefully. She opened it. She started reading slowly. Each word was new. Each sentence was a little challenge. Emma smiled. She read a page, then another. She learned new words: adventure, journey, explore, discover, courage. She wrote them in her notebook. She repeated them quietly. She felt proud. She felt happy. She realized that small steps every day make a big difference. Time passed quickly. The sun was high in the sky. Emma decided to sit outside. She opened her notebook and wrote a small story. She wrote about her morning, her walk, the bookstore, and the words she learned. She wanted to remember everything. She wanted to feel proud of her progress. Emma felt calm. She knew that her journey had just begun. She knew that every day, every step, every word she learned was part of her story. She imagined traveling one day. She imagined meeting people from different countries. She imagined learning new things every day. She imagined speaking English fluently. As the evening came, Emma returned home. She looked at her notebook. She smiled. She wrote, "Today was good. Today I learned. Today I grew. I am ready for tomorrow. I am ready for my adventure. I am ready for my journey." Emma went to bed. She closed her eyes. She imagined her future. She imagined new places. She imagined happiness. She imagined courage. She imagined learning. She imagined her dreams coming true. She slept with hope in her heart. The next morning, the sun rose again. Emma woke up. She felt happy. She felt ready. She took her notebook. She looked at the words she had learned. She repeated them slowly. She felt calm. She felt strong. She knew that each day she practiced English, she became better. Emma walked outside. She breathed the fresh air. She saw the trees, the flowers, the birds. She felt alive. She felt ready. She felt excited. She knew that her story was just beginning. She knew that every step, every word, every action was part of her journey. Emma smiled. She walked to the park again. She opened her notebook. She wrote new words. She read them. She repeated them. She imagined speaking English fluently one day. She imagined traveling the world. She imagined learning from people. She imagined discovering new places. She imagined her dream coming true. The sun set slowly. The sky was orange and pink. Emma looked at the colors. She felt calm. She felt proud. She felt ready. She knew that tomorrow she would continue her journey. She knew that her adventure was only beginning. And so, Emma's journey continued step by step, word by word, day by day. Every morning, every afternoon, every evening she practiced, learned, and dreamed. Her story was simple yet full of hope. Her story was about courage, learning, and adventure. Her story was just beginning. The next morning, Emma woke up early again. The sky was bright and clear. The sun shone through her window. She felt calm and happy. She took her notebook. She looked at the words she had learned. She repeated them slowly: courage, dream, journey, hope, adventure. Emma drank her tea. She packed a small bag for the day. In her bag she put her notebook, a pen, some water, and a little snack. She was ready for a new adventure. She walked through the town. The streets were quiet. The air was fresh. Emma noticed new things. She saw children running, dogs playing, and flowers moving in the wind. She felt alive. She felt excited. Emma decided to walk out of her town. She wanted to see new places. She wanted to explore. She wanted to experience more. The road was small, but it led to the fields and hills around the town. The trees moved gently. The wind was soft. The birds sang a happy song. Emma felt a little nervous. She had never walked so far alone. But she felt brave. She remembered the words she had written in her notebook. Courage, hope, adventure. She smiled. She was ready. As she walked, Emma saw an old traveler sitting under a tree. He wore a long brown cloak. His beard was white. He looked calm and kind. Emma approached slowly. She felt curious. The traveler did not speak. He smiled. He seemed wise. Emma felt that she could learn something from him. She sat down nearby. She looked at the road ahead. She imagined her journey. She imagined the places she would see. She imagined the people she would meet. After some time, Emma continued walking. She left the traveler behind. She walked on the small road. The fields were wide. The grass was golden in the sun. The flowers were bright and colorful. Emma felt happy. She felt free. She walked for a long time. She felt the wind on her face. She listened to the sounds of nature. She noticed the small insects, the birds, the soft rustle of the trees. She felt peaceful. Emma found a small stream. The water was clear. She sat on a rock near the water. She drank some water and wrote in her notebook, "Today I walk far. I see new things. I feel brave. I feel happy. The world is big and beautiful. I want to see more." After resting, Emma continued her journey. She climbed a small hill. From the top, she could see her town far away. It looked small and quiet. She felt proud. She had walked far. She had discovered new places. The sun was high in the sky. Emma stopped to rest again. She ate a small snack. She wrote more words in her notebook. Explore, discover, journey, learn, a dream. She repeated them slowly. She wanted to remember them. As Emma walked down the hill, she saw a small village in the distance. She decided to visit it. She was curious. She wanted to meet people. She wanted to learn new words. She wanted to feel the life in the village. When she arrived, the village was quiet and peaceful. The houses were small. The streets were clean. Emma walked slowly. She noticed the colors, the sounds, and the smells. She felt happy. She felt calm. Emma explored the village. She saw people working in their gardens. She saw children playing near the fountain. She saw birds flying above the rooftops. She felt connected to the world around her. She found a small park in the center of the village. She sat on a bench. She opened her notebook. She wrote about the village. She wrote about the people, the streets, the flowers, and the sounds. She wanted to remember everything. The sun began to go down. The sky was orange and pink. Emma looked at the colors. She felt calm and happy. She knew that her journey was only beginning. She had seen a new place, learned new things, and felt proud of herself. Emma decided to sleep in the village for the night. She found a small inn. She rested and prepared for the next day. She wrote in her notebook before sleeping, "Today I discovered a new village. I walked far. I saw new things. I learned words. I feel proud. Tomorrow I will continue my journey. Tomorrow I will see more of the world." Emma closed her eyes. She felt calm. She felt safe. She felt ready for the adventures ahead. She dreamed about the hills, the fields, the people she would meet, and the words she would learn. And so, Emma's journey continued. Each day brought new discoveries. Each step brought courage. Each word brought knowledge. Each moment brought hope. The next morning, Emma woke up in the small village. The sun rose slowly. The sky was light blue. The birds sang softly. Emma felt calm and ready. She packed her bag with her notebook, pen, water, and a small snack. She wanted to explore more of the world. Emma walked out of the inn. She noticed the streets were empty and quiet. The houses looked peaceful. The air smelled fresh. She smiled. She was ready for the day. As she walked, she saw children running to school. They laughed and played. Emma felt happy. She wanted to learn from their energy. She wanted to enjoy life like them. Emma decided to go to the village market. The market was colorful. There were fruits, vegetables, flowers, and small handmade objects. People were working and talking. Emma watched carefully. She noticed new words in her mind. She wanted to remember everything. She walked slowly through the market. She looked at the different foods. She saw apples, oranges, bread, cheese, and honey. She repeated the words in her mind: apple, orange, bread, cheese, honey. She wanted to learn them. Emma saw a small group of young people near a fountain. They laughed and shared something. Emma felt curious. She walked closer slowly. She noticed that they spoke English. Her heart beat fast. She wanted to talk to them, but she felt nervous. She took a deep breath. She remembered her courage. She remembered her words: dream, journey, explore, hope, courage. She walked closer to the group. The young people smiled at her. Emma felt happy. She joined them slowly. They began walking together around the village. They pointed to different places and objects. Emma listened carefully. She learned new words every minute. She wrote some of the words in her notebook: river, bridge, shop, garden, flower. Emma felt proud. She realized that meeting new people helped her learn faster. She understood more English when she listened. She felt that her dream of speaking English fluently was closer every day. After walking for a long time, the group stopped near a hill. The sun was high. The air was warm. Emma felt tired but happy. She opened her notebook. She wrote, "Today I met new friends. I listened. I learned new words. I feel brave. I feel happy." The young people began walking back to their homes. Emma stayed near the hill. She looked around. She saw fields, trees, and the small village. She felt calm. She felt peaceful. She wanted to see more of the world. She wanted to learn more English. As the sun went down, Emma walked slowly back to the inn. The sky was orange and pink. She noticed the birds flying home. She noticed the small lights in the houses turning on. She felt safe. She felt calm. At the inn, Emma wrote in her notebook before sleeping, "Today I met new people. I learned many words. I practiced listening. I felt nervous, but I tried. Every day I learn more. Every day I grow. Tomorrow I will continue my journey. Tomorrow I will discover new places." Emma closed her eyes. She felt proud. She felt ready. She dreamed about new villages, new friends, and new words. She dreamed about traveling far and seeing the world. The next morning, Emma woke up early again. She felt energy in her body. She packed her bag. She wanted to explore the hills beyond the village. She wanted to see rivers, trees, and flowers. She wanted to learn more words. She wanted to feel the world. Emma started walking. The road went up the hill. The air was fresh. The sun was warm. Emma felt strong. She felt calm. She felt happy. She noticed the flowers and trees along the way. She noticed the small birds singing. She repeated the words in her mind: hill, river, tree, flower, bird, sun. After walking for some time, Emma saw a small river. The water was clear. She stopped and looked at the water. She saw small fish swimming. She saw the reflection of the sun in the water. Emma felt amazed. She wrote in her notebook, "The river is clear. The sun is bright. The world is beautiful. I am happy." Emma walked along the river. She felt the fresh air on her face. She felt alive. She repeated the words: water, fish, sun, river, happy. She wanted to remember them. Later, Emma reached a forest near the river. The trees were tall. The leaves made soft sounds in the wind. The path was narrow. Emma walked carefully. She noticed new words: tree, leaf, branch, path, forest. She repeated them in her mind. Emma felt calm in the forest. She saw small animals moving. She saw a rabbit jump. She saw birds fly between the trees. She wrote everything in her notebook. She felt proud. As evening came, Emma left the forest. She walked back to the village. The sky was orange and pink. The birds flew home. The wind moved the trees softly. Emma felt peaceful. She was ready to rest. At the inn, Emma wrote in her notebook, "Today I walked far. I saw a river. I saw a forest. I learned many words. I felt happy. I felt brave. I will continue tomorrow. I will discover new things. I will grow." Emma felt calm. She closed her eyes. She dreamed about the hills, the river, the forest, and new adventures. She dreamed about learning English every day. She dreamed about her journey. And so, Emma's journey continued. Each day brought new words, new places, and new feelings. Each day brought courage, hope, and happiness. Each day brought new experiences that helped her grow. The next morning, Emma woke up early. The sun was shining brightly. The sky was clear and blue. Emma packed her bag carefully. She had her notebook, pen, water, and a small snack. She was ready for a new adventure. Emma left the village. She walked on a small road. The road was quiet and calm. The air was fresh. The birds sang. The wind moved the trees softly. Emma felt happy and ready to explore. She walked for a long time. The road became narrower. The trees were taller. The grass was higher. The flowers were new and different. Emma had never seen these flowers before. She looked at them carefully and wrote their colors in her notebook: yellow, red, blue, and white. As Emma walked further, she noticed the landscape changing. The hills were bigger. The river became wider. The forest was dense. Emma felt a little nervous. She had never been here before. Everything was new. Everything was strange. Emma continued walking. She saw a small bridge over a river. The water moved quickly under the bridge. Emma looked at the river. She saw small fish swimming. She wrote in her notebook: river, bridge, fish, water, fast. After crossing the bridge, Emma entered a strange place. The trees were taller. The shadows were darker. The air smelled fresh but different. She could hear the sound of leaves and small animals. Emma felt curious and careful at the same time. She walked slowly. She noticed strange flowers she had never seen. Some flowers were purple. Some were pink. Some were white with small yellow dots. She wrote the words in her notebook: flower, purple, pink, white, yellow. She repeated the words slowly. Emma saw a small path in the forest. The path was narrow. The ground was soft with leaves. She decided to follow the path. She wanted to see where it would lead. After walking for some time, Emma found a small clearing. The clearing was beautiful. The sun shone through the trees. The grass was green. There were small animals near the trees. Emma felt amazed. She wrote in her notebook: clearing, sun, grass, animals, beautiful. Emma explored the clearing carefully. She saw birds flying. She saw a small rabbit near a bush. She saw insects moving on the flowers. She felt excited. She repeated the words in her mind: bird, rabbit, insect, flower, bush, move. She walked further. The forest became darker. The trees were closer together. The air was cooler. Emma felt nervous but brave. She remembered her words: courage, adventure, hope, journey, dream. She smiled. She felt strong. Emma reached a small hill in the forest. From the top, she could see the strange place around her. The forest was wide. The river was far away. The hills were tall. She felt amazed. She wrote in her notebook: hill, forest, wide, river, tall, amazed. As evening came, Emma decided to find a place to rest. She found a small spot near the trees. She sat down. She ate a small snack. She drank water. She wrote in her notebook: today I found a strange place. I saw new trees. I saw new flowers. I saw animals. I learned new words. I feel brave. I feel happy. Tomorrow I will continue my journey. Emma looked at the sky. The sun was orange and pink. The shadows moved softly. The wind blew gently. She felt calm. She felt safe. She closed her eyes and rested. She dreamed about the strange place, the forest, the river, and the new words she had learned. The next morning, Emma woke up early. The sun was rising. She packed her bag. She felt ready to explore more. She walked along the forest path. She noticed new trees, new flowers, and new animals. She repeated the words in her mind: tree, flower, animal, path, forest, explore. Emma walked for a long time. She discovered a small waterfall. The water moved quickly and made a soft sound. Emma felt amazed. She wrote in her notebook: waterfall, water, sound, fast, beautiful. She repeated the words slowly. She walked around the waterfall. She saw small stones in the water. She saw moss on the rocks. She noticed the colors: green, gray, and white. She wrote the words in her notebook: green, gray, white, stone, moss. Emma explored carefully. She felt calm and happy. She realized that strange places could teach her many things. She realized that exploring was part of her journey. She felt proud of herself. The sun began to go down. Emma walked slowly back to the small clearing. She sat near a tree. She wrote in her notebook: today I found a waterfall. I saw stones and moss. I learned new words. I explored a strange place. I feel happy. I feel brave. My journey continues. Emma looked at the sky. The sun was orange. The birds were flying home. The wind moved the leaves softly. She felt calm. She felt peaceful. She knew that the next day would bring new adventures, new words, and new places to explore. Emma closed her eyes. She dreamed about the waterfall, the forest, the river, and the strange flowers. She dreamed about her journey and the words she would learn every day. She dreamed about her adventure and the places she would discover. And so, Emma's journey continued. Every day brought new discoveries. Every step brought courage. Every word brought knowledge. Every moment brought hope. The next morning, Emma woke up early. The sky was light blue. The sun was warm. Emma packed her bag. She had her notebook, pen, water, and a small snack. She felt ready to continue her journey. Emma walked through the forest. The path was narrow. The leaves moved softly in the wind. The birds sang. The air smelled fresh. She felt calm and happy. After walking for some time, Emma noticed a river. The water was wide and fast. She wanted to cross it, but there was no bridge. She felt nervous. She looked for a safe place. She saw stones in the water. She could try to cross by stepping on the stones. Emma walked carefully. She stepped from one stone to another. The water moved quickly, but she was careful. Her heart beat fast. She felt a little scared, but she remembered her courage. Step by step, she crossed the river safely. She felt proud. She wrote in her notebook: today I crossed a river. It was difficult. I felt scared. I was careful. I felt brave. I feel proud of myself. Emma continued walking. She reached a hill. The hill was steep. The ground was soft and slippery. Emma felt tired. She sat down to rest. She drank some water. She ate a small snack. She wrote new words in her notebook: hill, steep, soft, slippery, tired, rest. After resting, Emma started walking up the hill again. She moved slowly and carefully. She repeated words in her mind: step, careful, strong, brave, climb, hill. She felt proud of herself. She knew that every problem she faced helped her grow. At the top of the hill, Emma saw a small village in the distance. She wanted to go there. She wanted to meet people. She wanted to learn new words. She felt excited. As Emma walked toward the village, the sky became cloudy. The wind became stronger. The path was muddy and slippery. Emma felt tired. She slipped a few times, but she did not give up. She remembered her courage. She remembered her words: hope, journey, dream, explore, adventure. Finally, Emma arrived at the village. She was tired but happy. She found a small inn to rest. She wrote in her notebook: today I walked a long distance. I faced problems. The river was wide. The hill was steep. The path was slippery. I felt tired and scared. But I did not give up. I feel proud. I feel brave. Tomorrow I will continue. The next day, Emma woke up early. The sun was rising. She packed her bag. She felt ready for new challenges. She walked through the village. She noticed people working. She noticed children playing. She noticed the small shops and flowers. She repeated words in her mind: village, people, children, shop, flower, work. Emma left the village. She walked on a small road. The road was narrow and quiet. She noticed a small bridge ahead. This bridge was old. The wood moved when she stepped. She felt nervous. She wanted to cross safely. Emma walked carefully. She stepped slowly. She held her balance. She felt a little scared, but she remembered her courage. She repeated words in her mind: careful, step, balance, brave, strong, cross. Emma crossed the bridge safely. She felt proud. She looked around. The river was beautiful. The trees moved in the wind. The sun was bright. She wrote in her notebook, "Today I crossed an old bridge. It was difficult. I felt nervous. I was careful. I felt brave. I feel proud." Emma continued walking. She saw a small forest ahead. She wanted to explore. She walked slowly. She noticed new trees and flowers. She noticed small animals moving. She felt happy. She wrote new words in her notebook: forest, tree, flower, animal, explore, happy. As the day passed, Emma faced small problems. She tripped on a stone. She got wet from the rain. She lost her way for a short time. But she did not give up. She remembered her journey. She remembered her courage. She remembered her dream to speak English well and travel the world. Emma solved every problem step by step. She walked slowly. She repeated words. She looked carefully at the path. She felt calm and proud. She realized that problems were part of the journey. She realized that every solution made her stronger. At the end of the day, Emma found a small hill to rest. She sat down. She drank water and ate a snack. She looked at the sky. The sun was setting. The sky was orange and pink. She wrote in her notebook, "Today I faced problems. I crossed rivers, climbed hills, walked on slippery paths. I felt scared and tired. I solved problems step by step. I feel proud. I feel brave. I am ready for tomorrow." Emma closed her eyes. She felt calm and happy. She dreamed about the rivers, the hills, the forests, and the villages she had discovered. She dreamed about new words and new experiences. She dreamed about her journey and her adventures. The next morning, Emma woke up early again. She felt ready. She packed her bag. She wanted to continue exploring. She wanted to face new challenges. She wanted to learn new words. She wanted to see new places. Emma started walking. She repeated the words in her mind: journey, courage, dream, explore, adventure, hope. She felt proud. She felt strong. She felt ready for whatever problems would come. And so, Emma's journey continued. Every day brought challenges. Every problem brought a lesson. Every solution brought courage. Every moment brought growth. Emma learned that facing problems and finding solutions was part of her adventure. The next morning, Emma woke up early. The sun was rising. The sky was bright and clear. She packed her bag with her notebook, pen, water, and a small snack. She felt ready for another day of adventure. Emma walked along a small path. The road led to hills, fields, and forests. She noticed the colors of nature: green trees, yellow flowers, blue sky, and golden sunlight. She repeated the words in her mind: hill, field, forest, flower, sky, sun, golden. As she walked, Emma felt excited. She knew today would be special. She could feel it in the air. The birds sang loudly. The wind moved the leaves quickly. The river sparkled. She felt alive. Emma reached a wide field. The grass was tall and soft. The flowers moved in the wind. She noticed a group of butterflies. They flew in the air. Their wings were colorful. Emma wrote in her notebook, butterfly, fly, colorful, air, soft, field. Suddenly she saw something shining in the distance. She walked closer. She discovered a small hidden garden. The garden was full of flowers, small trees, and a sparkling pond. Emma felt amazed. She had never seen a place like this before. She wrote in her notebook, garden, flower, tree, pond, sparkle, hidden, amazing. Emma explored the garden slowly. She noticed new flowers: red, purple, white, and blue. She saw small fish swimming in the pond. She saw dragonflies moving above the water. She repeated the words in her mind: flower, red, purple, white, blue, fish, dragonfly, pond. Emma walked further and found a small hill in the garden. From the top she could see the forest, the river, and the fields. She felt proud. She realized how far she had come. She had walked many miles. She had faced many challenges. She had discovered new places. Suddenly, Emma heard a soft sound. She looked around carefully. She saw small animals near the trees: rabbits, squirrels, and birds. She watched them quietly. She felt calm and happy. She wrote in her notebook, rabbit, squirrel, bird, tree, calm, happy. As the day continued, Emma found a small path near the pond. She decided to follow it. The path led to a hidden waterfall. The water moved quickly. The sunlight reflected on the water. Emma felt amazed. She wrote in her notebook, waterfall, water, sunlight, reflect, hidden, amazing. Emma stayed near the waterfall for a long time. She watched the water, the rocks, and the trees. She noticed the sound of the water. It was soft and relaxing. She felt calm. She repeated the words in her mind, water, sound, soft, relax, calm, tree, rock. After exploring the waterfall, Emma walked back to the hidden garden. She sat near the pond. She drank water and ate a small snack. She felt happy and proud. She wrote in her notebook, "Today I discovered a hidden garden. I saw flowers, trees, butterflies, and a waterfall. I felt excited and happy. I learned new words. I feel proud of myself. My journey is full of surprises." As evening came, Emma walked slowly back to her resting place. The sun was setting. The sky was orange and pink. The wind moved the leaves softly. She felt calm and peaceful. Emma looked at the sky. She dreamed about the hidden garden, the waterfall, and the colorful butterflies. She dreamed about new places she would discover. She dreamed about her journey and the words she would learn every day. Emma closed her eyes. She felt safe, calm, and ready for tomorrow. She knew that exciting events like today would continue. She knew her journey would always bring new experiences, new words, and new adventures. And so, Emma's journey continued. Every day brought excitement, discovery, and learning. Every step brought courage, hope, and happiness. Every moment brought new experiences that helped her grow.